If you're on dialysis, you probably already know that watching your potassium intake is crucial. This is because when your kidneys aren't working properly, they may struggle to filter excess potassium from your blood, and excess potassium can build up in your blood, causing serious complications like muscle weakness, irregular heartbeats, and even heart failure. And the challenge is that potassium is found in so many foods, even some that seem completely healthy. But that doesn't mean you have to feel restricted or overwhelmed when planning your meals. There are plenty of delicious, low-potassium options that allow you to enjoy a balanced and satisfying diet without putting your health at risk. So, in today's video, we'll walk you through the 10 best low-potassium foods for dialysis patients, covering how much to eat, how to incorporate them into your meals, and any important concerns to keep in mind. Without further delay, let's dive in. The first best low-potassium food for dialysis patients is berries. Imagine enjoying a sweet, refreshing snack without worrying about your potassium levels. Sounds great, right? That's exactly why berries are one of the best low-potassium foods for dialysis patients. For kidney patients, it is generally recommended to keep potassium intake within 2,500 to 3,000 milligrams per day to avoid serious health issues like muscle weakness and irregular heartbeats. And here's the good news. Most varieties like strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, and blackberries contain only 30 to 50 milligrams of potassium per half-cup serving. This means you can enjoy a burst of natural sweetness without overloading your system. Unlike bananas or oranges, which are high in potassium, berries allow you to indulge while keeping your kidneys in check. But that's not all. Berries are also packed with antioxidants that help reduce inflammation and protect your kidneys from damage caused by oxidative stress. They're also a great source of fiber, which supports digestion and helps regulate blood sugar levels, something that's especially important for dialysis patients, many of whom also manage diabetes. This is because high blood sugar is one of the major risk factors for kidney patients, and this can further strain the kidneys. So by regulating blood sugar levels, they further support better kidney function. Moreover, berries provide vitamin C, which strengthens the immune system and helps your body absorb iron more effectively. To get all these benefits, you can enjoy berries fresh as a snack, blend them into smoothies, mix them with yogurt, or sprinkle them over oatmeal. Just remember to stick to moderate portions, as eating in excess can sometimes cause digestive issues. So, if you're looking for a kidney-friendly fruit that adds flavor, nutrition, and variety to your diet, berries are an excellent choice. They let you satisfy your sweet tooth while keeping your health on track. Number 2. Apples. Apples are another great low-potassium fruit that dialysis patients can safely enjoy. With only about 107 milligrams of potassium per medium apple, they fit well within the recommended daily potassium intake of 2,500 to 3,000 milligrams. Since your kidneys may struggle to filter out excess potassium, choosing apples helps prevent dangerous buildup that could lead to heart complications or muscle weakness. But apples aren't just low in potassium, they're also packed with fiber, which plays a crucial role in digestive health. Dialysis patients often experience constipation due to dietary restrictions and medications, and the soluble fiber in apples helps promote regular bowel movements. This fiber also supports heart health by lowering bad cholesterol levels, which is especially important because kidney disease increases the risk of heart disease. Apples also have a low glycemic index, meaning they won't cause a rapid spike in blood sugar levels. Since many dialysis patients also struggle with diabetes or insulin resistance, managing blood sugar is key to preventing further complications. The natural sugars in apples provide a steady energy source without overwhelming the body with excess glucose. But that's not all. One of the best things about apples is their versatility. You can eat them raw as a crunchy snack, slice them into salads, bake them with a sprinkle of cinnamon for a healthy dessert, or even enjoy them as unsweetened applesauce. Just be mindful of apple juice, as it lacks fiber and can cause blood sugar spikes. With their crisp texture, natural sweetness, and powerful health benefits, apples make an easy and nutritious addition to a kidney-friendly diet. They're simple, satisfying, and a smart choice for maintaining overall health while keeping potassium levels in check. Number 3. Grapes. Grapes are a refreshing and kidney-friendly fruit, with around 191 milligrams of potassium per 100 grams. They are lower in potassium compared to many other fruits, allowing you to enjoy them without exceeding your daily limit. But that's not the only benefit of grapes. One of the biggest benefits of grapes is their high water content, which helps keep you hydrated, an important factor for dialysis patients who need to manage fluid balance carefully. Staying properly hydrated can support circulation and prevent issues like dry skin or cramping, which are common concerns for those undergoing treatment. Grapes are also packed with antioxidants, particularly resveratrol, which is known for its heart-protective and anti-inflammatory properties. Since kidney disease increases the risk of heart problems, including more heart-healthy foods like grapes in your diet can be beneficial. Resveratrol has also been studied for its potential to support blood vessel health, reduce oxidative stress, and improve overall circulation. Another advantage of grapes is that they are naturally sweet yet have a moderate glycemic index, meaning they provide a quick energy boost without causing drastic spikes in blood sugar. This makes them a great snack, especially for those who need a natural source of energy throughout the day. Grapes are easy to include in your diet. You can enjoy them fresh as a snack, add them to fruit salads, or freeze them for a cool, refreshing treat. However, it's best to stick to fresh grapes rather than grape juice, which is more concentrated in sugar and lacks fiber. Number 4. Pineapple. Pineapple is a tropical fruit that's not only delicious, but also another great low-potassium choice for dialysis patients. With only about 109 milligrams of potassium per 100 grams, it is much lower in potassium compared to fruits like bananas and oranges, making it a safe option for those managing kidney disease. Moreover, it also has many other benefits for kidneys. One of the standout benefits of pineapple is its high vitamin C content, which plays a key role in supporting the immune system. Dialysis patients often have a higher risk of infections due to their condition and treatment, so adding vitamin C-rich foods like pineapple can help strengthen the body's defenses. Pineapple also contains bromelain, a natural enzyme known for its anti-inflammatory and digestive benefits. Since kidney disease can sometimes lead to digestive discomfort or inflammation in the body, including foods with natural anti-inflammatory properties may provide relief. Bromelain is also believed to support circulation and heart health, which is crucial for those with kidney issues. Another reason pineapple is a great choice is that it has a lower glycemic index compared to many other tropical fruits, meaning it won't cause extreme spikes in blood sugar. This makes it a better option for those who also need to manage their blood sugar levels, such as dialysis patients with diabetes. Pineapple can be enjoyed in various ways. Eat it fresh, add it to smoothies, or use it in fruit salads for a burst of sweetness. However, it's best to avoid canned pineapple in syrup, as the added sugar can be harmful. Instead, opt for fresh or frozen pineapple for the best nutritional benefits. Number 5. Cabbage. Cabbage is a fantastic low-potassium vegetable that fits well into a kidney-friendly diet. With just 170 milligrams of potassium per 100 grams, it's a much safer choice compared to higher potassium vegetables like potatoes or spinach. Plus, it's packed with nutrients that support overall health, making it an excellent addition to meals for dialysis patients. One of them is fiber, which helps with digestion and prevents constipation, a common issue for those on dialysis. Since kidney disease can sometimes lead to slower digestion, adding fiber-rich foods like cabbage can help keep things moving smoothly. Cabbage is also loaded with antioxidants, including vitamin C and phytochemicals, which help reduce inflammation and support immune function. This is especially important for dialysis patients, who may have a weakened immune system and be more prone to infections. Additionally, cabbage contains compounds called glucosinolates, which have been linked to cancer prevention by helping the body detoxify harmful substances. Another advantage of cabbage is that it's naturally low in sodium, making it a great choice for maintaining heart and kidney health. Since many dialysis patients need to limit their salt intake to control blood pressure and fluid retention, fresh, unprocessed cabbage is an ideal vegetable to include in meals. Cabbage is also incredibly versatile. You can eat it raw in salads, cooked into soups and stir-fries, or fermented into dishes like sauerkraut, which provides gut-friendly probiotics. However, for those watching their sodium intake, it's best to choose fresh cabbage over store-bought sauerkraut, which often contains added salt. Number 6. Cucumbers. Cucumbers are a refreshing and hydrating vegetable that makes a great addition to a low-potassium diet. With only about 180 milligrams of potassium per cup, they are a much safer option for dialysis patients compared to high-potassium vegetables like tomatoes. But that's not all. One of the biggest benefits of cucumbers is their water content. Over 95% of their weight comes from water. This helps support hydration and digestion, which can be especially helpful for dialysis patients who may struggle with fluid balance. While fluid intake is often restricted for those on dialysis, getting some hydration from food sources like cucumbers can be a smart way to manage thirst without overloading the body with excess liquid. Cucumbers also contain antioxidants such as flavonoids and tannins, which help fight inflammation and protect kidney cells from damage. Additionally, cucumbers are naturally low in sodium, which further makes them a heart-friendly choice that won't contribute to high blood pressure or fluid retention, major risk factors for kidney patients. Another great thing about cucumbers is their versatility. They can be enjoyed raw in salads, added to sandwiches, blended into smoothies, or even pickled for a tangy snack. However, if you choose pickles, be mindful of the sodium content, as many store-bought varieties are high in salt. Number 7. Green beans. Green beans are a smart pick for anyone on dialysis because they're naturally low in potassium, with just 209 milligrams per 100 grams. Unlike starchy vegetables that can spike potassium levels, green beans let you enjoy a hearty serving without worry. What makes green beans even better is their crisp texture and refreshing taste, which adds variety to meals without the heaviness of higher potassium veggies. They are also hydrating due to their high water content, which can be helpful for those who need to balance fluid intake while still feeling satisfied. One interesting fact about green beans is that they contain chlorophyll, a compound that gives them their vibrant green color and has been linked to supporting detoxification in the body. While dialysis does the heavy lifting when it comes to filtering waste, eating fresh, nutrient-dense foods like green beans can support overall health and well-being. Since they're naturally low in sodium and phosphorus, green beans also help keep meals kidney-friendly. Whether steamed, stir-fried, or tossed into a fresh salad, they're easy to prepare and can be enjoyed in countless ways without adding extra strain on the kidneys. Number 8. Egg whites. Egg whites are one of the best protein sources for dialysis patients because they provide high-quality protein while keeping potassium levels low. With only 163 milligrams of potassium per 100 grams, they are a much safer option compared to whole eggs, which contain significantly more potassium and phosphorus. For people on dialysis, getting enough protein is essential to maintain muscle strength and support overall health. Since dialysis can remove protein from the body, it's important to replenish it with kidney-friendly sources like egg whites. Unlike some meats and dairy products that are high in phosphorus, egg whites are naturally low in phosphorus, making them even better for kidney patients who need to keep their phosphorus intake in check. Another benefit of egg whites is that they are easy to digest, making them a great choice for those who may struggle with heavy or rich foods. They are also incredibly versatile. You can scramble them, add them to an omelet, mix them into smoothies, or even use them in baking for extra protein without the added potassium. Since dialysis patients need to carefully balance their nutrients, egg whites offer a simple and effective way to get the necessary protein without overloading the body with excess minerals. Number 9. Chicken. Chicken, especially skinless and lean cuts like chicken breast, is a great source of high-quality protein for dialysis patients. A 3-ounce serving contains around 332 milligrams of potassium, which is moderate but still manageable when portion sizes are controlled. Protein is essential for maintaining muscle mass, supporting the immune system, and helping the body recover from dialysis treatments, which can remove protein from the blood. Choosing skinless chicken is important because the skin contains extra fat, which isn't ideal for heart health. Lean cuts are also preferred to avoid excessive saturated fats, which can contribute to cardiovascular issues, a common concern for people with kidney disease. Additionally, chicken is naturally low in phosphorus compared to red meats, making it a better protein option for those who need to control phosphorus intake. The way chicken is prepared matters too. Grilling, baking, or boiling it without high-sodium marinades or processed sauces helps keep meals kidney-friendly. Avoiding pre-seasoned or processed chicken is also a good idea since those options often contain added potassium and sodium. Since dialysis patients need to carefully balance their potassium intake, portion control is key. While chicken is a healthy protein choice, pairing it with low-potassium vegetables and avoiding high-potassium sides like potatoes or tomato-based sauces will help keep meals balanced. Number 10. Whole grain breads. Whole grain bread can be another good choice for dialysis patients when eaten in moderation. Depending on the type, a single slice typically contains between 65 and 108 milligrams of potassium, making it a lower potassium option compared to some other carbohydrate sources. However, portion control is important, as eating multiple slices in one meal can add up to potassium and phosphorus. Moreover, whole grain bread provides fiber, which helps with digestion and can support heart health by improving cholesterol levels and regulating blood sugar. This is especially important for dialysis patients, as they are at a higher risk of heart disease and diabetes. Unlike white bread, whole grain varieties offer more nutrients and longer-lasting energy, preventing blood sugar spikes. That being said, phosphorus content is something to be mindful of. Many whole grain breads contain more phosphorus than refined white bread, and some commercial brands use phosphorus additives, which are more easily absorbed by the body. Dialysis patients should check nutrition labels and opt for bread with no added phosphorus ingredients. Choosing the right toppings is also key. Instead of high-potassium spreads like peanut butter or avocado, dialysis patients can pair their bread with lower potassium options like unsalted butter, cream cheese, or a small amount of jam. And there you have it, best low-potassium foods for dialysis patients. But that's not all. We will also explain to you some of the high-potassium foods that kidney patients should avoid. Let's begin. First up, bananas. Bananas are one of the most potassium-rich fruits, with a medium-sized one containing around 358 milligrams. That might not seem like a lot, but if you eat multiple servings throughout the day, it adds up quickly. Since dialysis patients need to keep their potassium intake between 2,500 and 3,000 milligrams per day, bananas can make it hard to stay within that safe range. Next, avocados. While they're great for heart health due to their healthy fats, they are extremely high in potassium. Just one avocado can have between 708 and 760 milligrams of potassium, way too much for anyone trying to control their potassium levels. Even small amounts can push your intake too high, so it's best to skip them altogether. Oranges and orange juice are another no-go. A large orange has around 333 milligrams of potassium, and a cup of orange juice contains about 458 milligrams. Since people often drink juice in large amounts, it's easy to exceed the recommended potassium limit. Instead, go for lower potassium fruits like apples, grapes, or berries. Potatoes are another high-potassium food that can be tricky to manage. A medium-sized potato has around 421 milligrams of potassium, and sweet potatoes have even more. Some people soak potatoes in water before cooking to lower the potassium, which does help a little, but not enough to make them kidney-friendly. It's better to swap them out for cabbage, cauliflower, or green beans. Tomatoes and tomato-based products should also be limited. A half-medium tomato contains about 287 milligrams of potassium, but the real problem comes from tomato sauces, pastes, and juices. Many pasta sauces, soups, and ketchup are packed with potassium, making them risky for dialysis patients. Instead of red sauces, opt for white sauces or homemade low-potassium versions. Leafy greens like spinach and Swiss chard might seem like a healthy choice, but they're surprisingly high in potassium, especially when cooked. 1 cup of cooked Swiss chard contains about 961 milligrams of potassium, while cooked spinach has 839 milligrams. The potassium content gets even more concentrated when they're wilted down. A better option would be cabbage, lettuce, or arugula. Dried fruits are another sneaky source of potassium. Since the drying process removes water, it concentrates all the nutrients, including potassium. For example, half a cup of dried apricots has about 750 milligrams of potassium. Prunes, raisins, and dates are just as bad, so it's best to stick to fresh, low-potassium fruits instead. Dairy products like milk, cheese, and yogurt are also high in potassium and phosphorus, which can weaken bones over time. A single cup of milk has about 366 milligrams of potassium, and many cheeses contain added phosphorus. While small amounts might be okay, consider alternatives like almond or rice milk, which have lower potassium levels. Moreover, nuts and seeds can also be problematic. While they're packed with protein and healthy fats, they're loaded with potassium. Just a small handful of almonds, peanuts, or sunflower seeds can contain over 200 milligrams of potassium. Instead, opt for kidney-friendly snacks like unsalted popcorn or rice cakes. Lastly, be cautious with salt substitutes that contain potassium chloride. Many people try to reduce their sodium intake by using these substitutes, but they can actually raise potassium levels in the blood. This can be extremely dangerous for dialysis patients. Instead, use herbs, lemon juice, or vinegar to add flavor to your meals. By avoiding these high-potassium foods and making smart swaps, dialysis patients can better manage their potassium levels and reduce the risk of complications. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more kidney health tips. And if you're also managing diabetes or want to learn more about blood sugar control, be sure to check out our other channel, Health for Diabetics. There, we share expert advice, nutrition tips, and lifestyle hacks to help you live better with diabetes.